Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the first of two solos in Return to Serenity by Testament. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is E flat standard, which goes E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and another E flat. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a double stop slide from 12 of the 4th and the 3rd string, keeping it nice and rocky. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to slide to 9 of the 4th string and then play 7, 9 on the 3rd. And the next thing, I'm doing a hammer on from 7 to 8 on the 2nd string. Very grace on that 7th fret, so barely acknowledge that. I'm going to add a slight pinch on the 7 of the 2nd. At the end of that, I'm going to do a pull off from 9 to 7 of the 3rd string and then hit 7 again and slide to 9. So I'll do that slowly. So this is what we should have thus far from the start. At the end of that, I'm going to play 9, 7, 9 on the 3rd and then vibrato 8 of the 2nd string. You can add a bit of a squeal, you can add kind of that slow bend to it as well. It doesn't matter as long as it sounds sexy and sassy. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this kind of purple hazy arpeggio. So what I've got here is I'm sliding into 9 of the 4th string and then playing 7 of the 3rd and 8 of the 2nd. At the end of that, I've got a cheeky pinch on 9 of the 3rd. Then it goes. That's right. So after that squeal, I'm playing 7 of the 3rd string, and then I want to play 9, 7, 5 on the 4th. Hopefully that's making sense. At the end of that, what I'm doing at the end there is I'm playing 7, 5 on the 5th string. Then I want to play 5, 3 on the 6th. But when I get to that 3rd fret, I'm going to do a pinch harmonic. And then 2 cheeky flutters on the whammy. So let's go from the second half, from that like purple haze arpeggio, and to the descending pentatonic run with the squeal at the end. And then we'll put the whole thing together from the start of the section. Okay, let's go right back to the start of the section from that double stop slide from 12 of the 3rd and the 4th string. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, so keep in mind that at the end of section 1 we had that squeal with the double whammy sort of little flutter. We're going to do a 3rd flutter to start section 2, so it's going to go like this. So we've done a 3rd and then we drop it down and then I work with this phrase. Alright, let's slow that down. I'm going to start off with a slide into 14 of the 5th and roll into 14 of the 4th. At the end of that, I'm going to play 12 of the 2nd string and then play 14 to 12 on the 3rd. And you can add sort of a slight bendy vibrato on that 14. So we're going to go. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm going to play 15-12 on the 2nd and 14-12 on the 3rd. once again, as we pass through that 14, a cheeky little bend won't hurt. At the end of that, I'm going to play 14, 12, 14 on the 4th string, and then resolve that to sort of a vibrato, or you can do a slow bend on that 12. It doesn't really matter. Or it'll still sound sexy. Let's take it from the start, from that cheeky little dive. Okay. To finish the section off, I'm going to do a bend from 14 of the 3rd string and then hit 12 of the 1st. And as you've noticed, it's all pretty much around that E minor pentatonic box. At the end of that, got a slight vibrato on the 15 of the 1st string. At the end of that, I'm going to play 15, 12 on the 2nd string, and then I'm going to do a grace note slide from 15 to 14 on the 3rd. At the end of that, I go back to 12. So just finished on 12 of the 3rd, and then it goes... What I'm doing here is I'm playing 14, 12 on the 4th string, then I'm going to slide from 14 to 12 on the 5th, and I'm resolving that on 10. At the end of that, I'm going to slide from 12 to 14 of the 5th string, and then I'm going to hit 12 twice on the 4th and slide to 14, sort of go. So we'll go through that last chunk from when I bent from 14 of the 3rd string. Hopefully that's making sense. Let's go from the pinch harmonic on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and we'll work through the whole section at a gentleman's pace, and then even slower some tab. One more time with some tabs. And that was the first solo from Return to Serenity by Testament. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for the second one coming very soon. And if you want to check the links in the description box to my Facebook and my Patreon, that would be most grand. I'll see you guys all very soon.